Assalamu alaikum students, this is your first English language class. So let's begin reading the first chapter. I know most of the students have read the chapter, but let's reread to reinforce it. Alright, so before doing anything, I want you to all write down the date and day on the top of the page, so this will remind you when you have read the chapter. Alright, so let's begin with the warm-up. Now, let's read the warm-up. Do you work hard to get good grades? Do you? That's a very good thing. Alright, so let's begin with the second line. Do you finish your homework on time or you delay it? You better do it on time. You should not delay your homework. Alright, do you like to help around your house in cleaning, in dusting, or any other thing that your mom or your parents want you to do? Let's suppose to taking care of your younger siblings, or water the plant, or putting away the dishes, folding your own clothes. Not the good thing, even putting away your shoes, your dirty laundry, and everything that you mess around. Alright, so or you do show unwillingness to help your parent with your household work, like she is showing, like she doesn't want to work but she is doing like unwillingnessly. Alright, you should always try to give your best in every task. Let's suppose if you are doing study, you should do your best. If you're helping with your parents, do your best. If you are taking care of your siblings, do your best. If you are playing outside with your friends, do your best. You should always put efforts in your school activities and homework. Alright, you should take out time to help your parents in doing small tasks like laying down the table, or you can say lay the dastakhan. If you don't like eating on table or dining table, you can help them laying the dastakhan, putting the crockery, plates and all like that, and folding the clothes. Oh my god, it's so easy to fold the clothes, isn't it? Oh my god, look at them, how easy. If you don't have this gadget, you can use a cardboard to fold. Oh my god, that's easy. You can help your parents like them. Watering the plants. If you have plants in your home, so you should water it. If you don't, you can help them with putting away the dishes. This is the most complicated part. Like if you have a glass crockery, you should put them nicely. Alright, so can you think of some other tasks that which you may help your parents? Yes, there are. You may help your parents. Yes, there are so many other tasks. What is the best thing a mother or a father would be happy if you do it? Can I tell some? Offer prayers on time, do your homework on time, be very punctual, be very polite. None other than it's okay if you don't do your help them with that task. If you don't do folding the clothes, if you don't water the plant, but if you do your homework is the best part for your parents, or this is what help them happy. If you do your homework on time, they would not ask you for your help, but all they want you to do your work, do your homework on time. They want to see you reading newspaper. They want to see you doing writing, or they want to see you write. Can see be creative and write about them, write about your days, rather than helping them in your household. Alright, so here the last. Can you think of the some tasks which you think may help your parents? For the homework, you have to take a color computer paper and you have to write it down. Write at least 5 tasks that you think that which you may help your parents. Like which help do you think that you should do to your parents? Alright, so before reading the story, I would like to tell that in this lecture or maybe in the other lecture, I will tell or we will watch a short story about lazy little girls. Lazy little girl. They were like 2 sisters and their father. three characters are there, and there are many more characters in the story as well. So we will watch the story, but before watching that story, and I will ask questions about that as well. So this will tell you how much have you learned from the story. Here first we will read this story. This is about the story. This is story about an Anna. Anna is a girl who lived in the woods, who lived in a small town with her mother. Alright, she does not like to work, or she does not even like to do the homework as well. That's why her result has been affected. One day she went to woods and met other animals and plant. In the end, she realized everybody in the world have to work hard. In the end, it's mean like no pain, no gain. So what she had learned in the story, like if we work hard, we will success. Alright, so let's begin reading. One day there was a little girl named Anna who lived in a small town with her mother. She loved to play outdoor all day long, running after the butterflies and chasing the squirrels, but she never completed her homework or help her mother in household work. In fact, she never wanted to work hard for anything. As a result, her performance in the class was getting affected. What happens if we don't work hard and our result affected? Our parents would get cross with us and we would cry, obviously. But for that, to have a good result, we should always work hard. But she does not mind if her result has affected. Her mother and teacher were concerned that she would become a lazy girl, like she has nothing to do, eat and sleep and play, eat and sleep and play. Alright, so one day her mother said, "You are old enough to do some work, my dearest," her mother said. In this statement, she did not scold her, she did not ask her harshly or said anything wrong. She said politely, like, "You are old enough to do some work, my dearest sweet girl." "Oh, mother, I don't like to work. Please let me go to woods and play." Woods, it doesn't mean there's woods, cutting logs like that. Woods means the forest, and play. Anna complained. Even though she does not do anything, she complained. The mother thought for a while and said, the mother was very intelligent, and she thought for a while, is there a way that I can teach her to work hard? She thought for a while and bingo, she got an idea. What idea she had got? The mother thought for a while and said, "All right, you can go, but I need you to observe what different animals do in the woods." In this story, you can heard Hannah would talk with plants and animals. Alright, so it's normal in a story that happens. Alright, Anna happily hurried out of her house, across the garden, and down to the woods. As she was walking through the crowded trees, she saw a little brown squirrel jumping over a fallen log. Anna called out to her. Alright, she saw a squirrel, and she thinks, let's play with squirrel, as she has nothing to do. So what she said, "Oh, little squirrel, you are so lucky to have no work at all." Oh my God, that's going to be harsh for her. "You can just play, eat and eat nuts all day long. There is no one to say anything to you." No work? What do you mean? Cried the brown squirrel. She really didn't like it. No work. Can't you see? I'm working very hard right now. Oh my gosh, she was really working hard. I work all day yesterday and there is still so much to do. My family lives in an old oak tree. I must gather nuts for them. If I don't work now, we will have nothing to eat in the harsh winter. I have no time to waste in talking and playing. Oh my gosh, she seems so busy. She has to gather all the nuts for the winter because in winter there's so all over everywhere there's a snow all over the world, so they cannot go out and search for nuts. So in squirrels search for the gathers or search for nuts in summer so they can eat in winter. All right, so now she think, oh my god, the squirrel has to work. The little squirrel huffed and puffed and went away into the woods. As Anna moved further, she met a bee. A bee, honeybee can say. She asked her, little bee, do you like to work? Oh my god. Now she's more concerned about asking people, do you like to work? What do you mean? The buzzing bee said. That is all I do. Oh my god, she works all the time. I'm always collecting nectars to make honey, and I don't have time to waste in play. Oh my god, another animal, you can say, another creature said the same thing. I don't have time to waste in play. I personally don't mean that you should not play physically, playing like physical games, cricket, football, basketball, badmintons, that give exercise to your body and that makes you healthy. But playing indoor games like sitting and playing video games, it's not a good thing. Alright, so and the little bee cried and flew toward a bunch of roses. She just cried, said, I don't have time to waste in play, and she flew away to the branches of tree. Oh my god, she got hurt. And I must be thinking, oh my god, the other animals had no time to play with her. Anna walked along very slowly and she was thinking about what Squirrel and Bee had said. Alright, she started thinking her mother's idea is working. Alright, so let's begin reading. Down the path, she met a tiny ant carrying a large crumb of bread. Do you know what is crumb of bread? When we eat bread and a small spread pieces just fell on the table, sometimes on plate, sometimes on dastakhan. So these are called crumbs. Chote chote tukre. Alright, we have crumbs of chips as well. Anything we eat, if it's very dry, so it loses its crumbs and drop on the floor. So what was she was doing? The ant was getting a large crumb of bread. Alright, dear ant, don't you think that the crumb of bread is too heavy for you? Said Anna. Leave it and come play with me. Oh my god, I think the ant is going to be angry. I don't mind how heavy it is. I don't mind how heavy it is, the ant said firmly. I am glad I found it and I am going to carry it to my home. I cannot stop to play. Oh my god, another no to play. The little ant hurried along her path with her load. Alright, she said, and she moved on. Sadly, Anna sat down on a stone. There is no one to play with me, she thought to herself. Her eyes sparkled brightly as she looked at the plants growing nearby. All the tiny creatures have their chores to do, but I think plants do not work. Oh my god. She hit to the plant. Now let's read. What does a plant react, or how does a plant react, and what does she reply? I'm sure you don't have any work to do, sweet plant. As she was sad, she said, sweet plant. She asked a plant growing near the stones. Oh no, I'm always very busy working very hard to the plants. The plants replied promptly. I'm always busy. Oh my god, she's busy too. I'm always busy working very hard, the plant replied promptly. I gathered sunbeam every morning and store them carefully in my leaves all day long. My roots soak up the moisture I can find deep down in the ground. Oh my god, that's a really tough job because plants make their own food with the sunbeam. All plants must work to get to make their food or they will never grow. If plants do not make their food, they will never grow. Anna observed that each and every living being must work hard to succeed. She rushed back to her mother and said, finally, her mother takes word. And what happened? Let's read. Mother and said, dear mother, all the squirrels, bees, ants, and plants work very hard. Indeed, they do. I am the only idle one. The idle means there's nothing to do. I have understood that working hard is important. And from now, I will always complete my homework on time. That's a good thing. I will always complete homework on time and also help you with the household work. The mother was delighted to listen to her daughter. Anna had finally realized the importance of hard work. Alright, so enough for today. I hope you all have enjoyed the story and the lecture as well. In the end, I will share some quiz for you, so you have to answer about the story. Alright, in our next lecture, we will see or we will watch a little story as well. Till your next lecture, Allah Hafiz.